In this short session, I'm going to be talking to David Willett, who is the Head of Propositions at the Open University, and he's going to tell us about a really exciting apprenticeship programme that the Faculty of Business and Law are working on. So welcome, David.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what's happening.
Well, the Open University are launching 3 new degree apprenticeship programmes, and one of those is in our area of health, which is starting in October this year, and then 2 further new programmes, one in chartered management and one in digital and technology solutions, that will launch in the spring next year.
Excellent. Now, apprenticeships are a big buzzword at the moment in terms of the political agenda. Why is it important, and how are the OU getting involved with this?
Well, I guess it's important for a number of reasons. First of all, from a political and policy perspective, the government have a top 3 manifesto pledge to have 3 million apprentices start in 2020, and we're currently on about 500,000. It's important for employers because they're looking at new ways of developing skills and talent and retaining talented people inside their organisations. And then it's important for young people because degree apprenticeships offer a real alternative to that traditional full-time higher education route. So an apprenticeship combines full-time employment with work-based learning and a higher education qualification as well.
Excellent. And I guess that must appeal to people, having both the work experience and a degree at the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So how does it all work then?
Well, for young people, as saying, to be an apprentice, you need to be employed. So employers go to market and advertise vacancies for degree apprenticeship programmes. A young person's recruited directly by an employer and is employed full-time on a permanent basis. Apprenticeship programmes, particularly our chartered manager degree apprenticeship programmes, typically last between 3 and 4 years. So you'd be working, learning skills, developing your competence and acquiring knowledge. And integrated into that work experience is your Open University degree, so I'd say the chartered management degree. And the attraction for a young person is not only are you gaining all of that work experience in a real work environment, so it's a proper job, you're doing things that contribute towards the business, but equally important is that you have no fees, so you have none of the traditional debt associated with going to university full-time.
That must be very competitive and attractive to a lot of people. So how many people are you hoping to recruit then, and is it competitive to actually secure a place? Yeah,
it's extremely competitive, particularly some of the larger programmes. So we know lots of the civil service run lots of programmes, there are lots of the technology companies, food manufacturing companies, a whole range of organisations recruiting degree level apprenticeships. So it's very competitive. Young people are attracted by earning a salary, so earning whilst you're working and learning.
So what would your advice be then for somebody who really wanted to do this? How could they stand out?
So for me, it's about really being able to demonstrate to an employer that you're committed to a work-based learning approach, that you have some of the skills and competencies that employers want. We know that employers want people who, are great communicators, who can work in teams, who can solve problems, and they're the type of things that you want to be able to demonstrate going through any recruitment process. Employers are less worried about particularly a young person's technical competence because that's something they can develop as part of an apprenticeship. I think it's also important to say that apprenticeships are not just about young people, they're open to people of any age. So we're seeing, existing members of workforces use the apprenticeship vehicle as a way to perhaps retrain or become reskilled. We're seeing, lots of returners to work, particularly mums who are returners to work using the apprenticeship vehicle. So employers using the apprenticeship and particularly degree apprenticeships as a way of reskilling and upskilling an existing workforce as well.
So a lot more about the attributes, and then you get the skills as you go through.
Yes.
But how about the study then? How does that fit into it?
So the study is planned over that 3.5 to 4 year period. And so you're working and contributing to a job, working in a team, and then your degree study is a bit like most of the other Open University degrees. So it's a real blended solution, so a combination of distance online learning supported by an associate lecturer using the forums, but also supported by a practice-led tutor, so somebody from the university that will come into the business and work with you and support you as you go through your degree.
Wonderful, that sounds really exciting. So finally, how can students then find out more? Because this is launching very soon, isn't it, for FBL?
Yes, it is. So you can visit the university's website. There's more information on our main website about apprenticeships and degree apprenticeships. You can visit the government's main website, so www.gov.apprenticeships, where you'll be able to find out more information on that particular website as well.
Oh, fantastic. David, thank you so much for filling us in on all that. And I hope you can go to the website and find out more if this is something that's of interest to you.